guys, and welcome back to our FIFA 20 Sunderland Road to Glory career mode. So in the last episode we did finish off the month of December 2022, and now we are heading into January 2023, which of course means the January transfer window is open. So a position that you highlighted out, you guys highlighted out in the comments that we did need to strengthen mainly was the left back position. We currently have Declan John there and Denver Hume as well. But if we do have a look at the transfer budget, we don't have much money. So I took a load of your guys' suggestions of who we should go for, and I have had a look at one of them, and they have a release clause which is incredibly cheap, even cheaper than 4 million, and it could be rated very highly, but the scout report hasn't come back yet. And that man, who has been suggested a good 3 or 4 times over the last few episodes, is, let me just find him, let me just get to him, come on, there we go, Joshua Wagnerman from Hamburger. Now, it is 2023 now, and he's been there for a good 4 or 5 years, so I'm expecting a relatively high, or at least sort of mid-70s rating for a 22-year-old, which would be great. And if you look, he has a release clause of just over 2 million, which we can afford that really easily, but we don't know his rating. He could easily be rated like 69, and they haven't trained him up properly. So that would be quite worrying, and it is a massive gamble. But at the minute, even if we did sell Declan John or Denver Hume, we wouldn't have enough for any of the other defenders that have been suggested. But this guy does have a lot of potential as well. But let's just hope that if we do go for his release clause, we've got a bargain in our hands. And if he's like late 70s or something like that, that'd be a class signing. But I am going to risk it. I'm listening to you guys. Hopefully we don't get him and he's rated like 67, because then we've just been absolutely done over. But we shall see. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to take the gamble. And if we do get him, we'll see what his rating is. And then we're going to have to ship off either Hume or Declan John as well, because we really don't need 3 left backs, do we? But let's do it. We are going to activate his release clause. This is ridiculous. I can't believe how cheap he is, considering you guys have suggested him so much. You think he'd have a new contract by now, but we'll negotiate and see what we can do. This will probably be a decent way to find out how highly rated he is. So if I go for rotation and you don't like it, I would think he's in at least mid-70s. Okay, he's happy with rotation. That leads me to believe that he's probably around 70 rated, maybe. He wants a 4-year contract. I'll up it to 5 just because I like longer contracts on this game anyway. Now, he wants a 5-year contract. That's fine. I'll disregard a release clause, and he wants 29k. I'll remove the bonus, and I'll submit the offer. I've got a feeling we may have made a little bit of a mistake purchasing him, but I will just absolutely smash him in the training anyway, and you guys have suggested him. But there we go. He is happy to join. He is our one and more than likely only signing of this January transfer window. Let's have a look how much he is. Let's have a look at his rating. 75. I'll take it. 22-year-old, 75. That's decent. I will take that. That is decent. Of course, we have Declan John, who is currently rated 76, but he's also 27 years of age. He's 5 years older than Wagnerman, so I'm going to absolutely batter him in training and see if by the end of the season he could become 78, 79, 80, which would be absolutely class. So that's a really, really good signing, considering it cost us only 2 million. I'm absolutely happy with that, to be fair. I'm buzzing with it. He can play left back, left mid, right back as well. So I love those kind of players, a utility player and also a very good left back indeed. But now it's a case of deciding who to sell or who to put up on the transfer list, at least between Denver, Hume and Declan John. Now, John has been excellent. I was only rated 75. I didn't realise that. I thought he was rated 76, so that makes the purchase of Wagnerman even better. But John is rated 75. He's coming to the last stages of his 20s. Denver Hume is a couple of ratings below, but he's also 3 years younger. So maybe Declan John, and we'll get more money from Declan John as well. And Wagnerman is only going to improve. And Denver Hume will be happy with that rotation role as well. So I think it'll work out quite nicely. So I think it's probably time to add Declan John to the transfer list, although he has been absolutely excellent for us. That is exactly what we are going to do. But in terms of games in this episode, we'll have a quick look at the calendar. We have 4 games, although I do believe that a cup game will probably be chucked in there midway through the episode. We have Chelsea, Stoke, Everton and Burnley. So we'll play a couple and simulate a couple as well. And if a cup game comes in as well, depending who we're playing, we might end up simulating that as well. And just looking at Wagnerman's stats as well, his acceleration is 91, his sprint speed is 94, 85 strength. That is absolutely class, and he's 6'2" as well. What a suggestion from you guys. I obviously heard of him, but I've never used him on this game. And he looks like an absolute bargain. A brick shit house, and he's rapid. Just what I like. Thank you guys. Your suggestions are always awesome. I'll give him the number 3 as well. Sorry, Declan John. Sorry, buddy. And we do immediately receive a transfer offer for Declan John, 8.3 million. We might be able to get a little bit more than that. I shall try because he has been in really good form, so it wouldn't surprise me if we could get a bit more. Yeah, 10.3 is the maximum they've suggested. So we'll try and get about 10 million for him, which I think would be really, really decent indeed. And that gives us a good 10, 11 million in the transfer budget as well. So we might be able to squeeze something else over the line, but probably no one of real significance, but it'd just be nice to have that amount in the transfer budget just in case anyway. So 10.3 million as suggested. We'll see if they'll take that. 10.3, the 8.8. Okay, I'll go back down to 10, which they'll probably just end up walking away, to be honest with you, because it isn't really much of a drop, is it? 10 million. 9.4. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We'll go for 9.75. I think that's fair. Just take it, mate. 9.75. Give us the money. There we go. 9.75 for Declan John. I think that's a decent sum, actually. We'll probably get about 7 million off that, something like that. And added to the 2 million or 1 million we've got a little bit of money in the bank, which is always nice. And even if we don't end up using it, it'll go over to next season anyway. But now, first game of the episode, we're going to be taking on Chelsea. And as you can see, we are currently 5th in the league table. And there's just 5 points separating us from Liverpool at the top of the league. And we are taking on Chelsea, like I say, who are currently 6th. They're 4 points behind us, but they're desperate to try and climb into the top 5 at least. So this is quite an important game, really. And this is the team that we're going to go with. We have Rose in goal. We have Vagdeman making his debut with Diop and Twanzebe as the centre-back partnership. We have Hoover as the right-back. Meyer and Brownhill in the middle. We have Paulinho on the right. Barker on the left. Maring returning as the cam with our man Parrott up top. Let's get into it. And here we are at this stage of light. It is 5th against 6th. A very important game if we want to keep on putting pressure on the top 4. So can we continue our decent run of form? We did lose our first game of the season in the last episode, but hopefully we are back to winning ways now. Can we get Troy Parrott on the score sheet? He hasn't scored in the last couple of games, I don't think. But, you know, he always gets chances and he always gets goals. But can he do it in this game? We do kick off. Let's have it. That's yours. Get there first. Well in. Now here is Antonio Marin, our magician. Out wide, Brownhill. Lovely play. It is Paulinho, the Brazilian. Keep going, son. Run at him. Help him out. Get it in the middle if you can. And it's been nicked off him. Go on. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. That'll do. And again, well played. Good press in there. With the throw now, it is Hoover. Take him. That's it, Hoover. Well played. Dink in. Decent ball. Meyer with the header. And it's gone wide. The diving header. Good football. It's a good start from us. Really high press in this game. It's Montiel for Chelsea into Kovacic. Decent football here. Hudson-Odoi, who will be really highly rated now, I would think. But it is back to Hudson-Odoi up against Vagdeman, who's holding him up neatly. Kovacic keeping on the ball really nice. It's Lewandowski. Oh, he's a danger man, even if he is probably aged a bit now. It's back to Lewandowski. Don't let him shoot it. N'Golo Kante, get across to him. It has been struck. And it has gone high and wide. Pulisic now down this left-hand side. Cuts inside. Hoover too easily there. Oh no, he's got way too much space here on the edge of the box. Get across to him. Flicks it inside. Hoover across. Cole. Get your head on it. Well played. Still keeping us under a lot of pressure here, Chelsea. Get across to him. Get across to him. Well in. Oh, it's a great save there by Rose. Piling on the pressure now, Chelsea, and N'Golo Kante with another great effort. Go and help him out. There we go. That's lovely football. Go on, Hoover. Big touch. That'll do. And again, knock it in. There you are. It's Parrott. Finish. It's a good save. Parrott again. Oh, it's in the bar. Surely. Yes, there we go. We're a goal in front. And it is our man, Barco, the left midfielder, who nods it in finally. We're playing tennis with the woodwork there, but it is Barco who gets the last touch to knock it in. Parrott's a good save there. Heads it onto the bar. Falls back to Barco. And there you go. You can't get a more FIFA goal than that, can you? But nevertheless, we are in the lead after withstanding a lot of pressure from Chelsea early doors. Oh, that is lovely play. Now it's Barco. Vagdeman making the overlapping run. Go on, son, you're faster than him. Well in. Look at Vagdeman go, the little beast. Help him out. Can he get a good ball in? He can towards the back post. It's a really good ball. It's a dangerous ball. But it has been knocked away for a corner. It is Andre Gomez now coming down this left. Get up to him. Get to him, Brownhill. Well played. And that is a terrible cross. No one's in there. And Rose has gathered with ease. And there goes the half-time whistle. We are winning by a goal to nil. And it has been probably Chelsea's half. I think they've been a lot better, particularly in the early stages, but we do manage to get a really scrappy goal to keep us in the lead. N'Golo Kante now with a nice little dummy coming at us towards Lewandowski. Oh no, it's too easy. Don't let him shoot. Do not let him shoot. It's a good save by Rose, saving us yet again. It's Lewandowski. Kovacic now. Good chance for Kovacic. Oh, that's terrible defending. Get it across goal. Well then, get away. Get it away, man. What is going on? What on earth is going on? And we are back on level terms. Lewandowski, that is absolutely atrocious defending, and we've been punished by the master of goals. Gets it across goal. Why doesn't Twansby just hoof it away like I'm pressing? Instead he passes it directly to the Chelsea man to knock it in for Lewandowski, who hits it into what is basically an empty net. So disappointing. Oh, here is Pulisic coming down this left side. Oh, he's beat Hoover too easy. That's yours easy, Rose. Well played. Nicely done. Now, can we break here? Help him out. I can see your man. There we are. It is Antonio Marin, the magician. Go on. Keep going, son. Keep going, Marin. It's still Marin. Finish it. Yes, get in. 3 minutes left. And it's the man, the magician, Antonio Marin, who puts us back in the lead. It is so undeserved. Chelsea have dominated. We've been terrible in this second half. But Antonio Marin is always popping up with a moment of magic. Get in, son. The comeback kings. The title is back. Come on. Oh, please, ref, just blow the whistle now. I do not want to play this game anymore because Chelsea have just dominated in every aspect of the word. Gomez onto Pulisic now. Come on, just let him keep hold of the ball. It's fine. It's fine. Let him keep hold of the ball. Don't let him shoot. Do not let them shoot. That's yours, Rose. Easy. Well played. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle. There we go. That's such an important 3 points against a really, really close rival. And we do win with a late winner from the Magician to make it 2-1. And the match stats there make it look so much more even. But they really did dominate. They really did, especially in possession, as you can see. 57% possession to Chelsea, 43 to us. But that is the case in most games. We're never really a possession-based team. It's always counter-attacking stuff. We both had 5 shots. Both had 3 on target, but it has finished 2-1. And that result sees us remain in 5th place, but we have massively widened the gap between 5th and 6th, as we are now 7 points ahead of Chelsea, with just a point behind both Manchester City and Manchester United, but still 5 points clear or away from Liverpool, which is, of course, not exactly the target to win the league, but when you're this close, you've got to aim high. You've got to aim high. But next up, we are going to be simulating this game away from home against Stoke. I've used a bit of a mixed squad, so hopefully we could still get a result, but Stoke, I'm pretty sure, we're in the bottom 3. So hopefully, like I say, we can get 3 points from this one. And we draw 1-1, which is obviously something we really, really didn't want in this game. But Stoke have got themselves a really good point, and that really affects us in our fight for top 4. But there's still plenty of the season to go. I'm not going to be too upset about it. At least we didn't lose. At least we didn't lose. And there is confirmation that Declan John has been sold. Best of luck to him because he has been absolutely class, to be fair. 7.5 million has been added to our transfer budget. And we do have an offer for Hume, which I'm just going to ignore because we're not selling another left back. So we currently have 8.73 million, but with wages as well, we really don't have enough to add anyone of great significance to the squad, I wouldn't think. But what I will do anyway, for the end of the episode, I'll leave it on the deadline day. So if you guys do have any suggestions, then by all means you can do. But with that money, I don't really think we can add anyone worth noting, really. But now we are going to be going to the Stadium Light to welcome Everton, and this is the line that we're going for. We're going unchanged from the Chelsea game. So we have Rose, Wagnerman, Diop, Twansby, Hoover, Meyer, Brownhill, Paulinho, Marin, Barco, and Troy Parrott. Let's get into it. And here we are under the lights at the Stadium Light. We do welcome former Sunderland man Jordan Pickford, who I have a great amount of respect for. Love the lad, but he will be between the sticks for Everton today, and hopefully we can beat him between the sticks as well. And away we go. Parrott does get us underway, and he's in a little bit of a small goal drought at the minute, Parrott, as I did allude to in the last episode, or the last game should I say. I don't think he's scored in a good 3 or 4 games now, but he'll come back, it always does. Troy Parrott always gets goals. Speaking of which, here is Troy Parrott now on the turn. He hits it first time, and it's a great save from Pickford. It looked like it was just going to drift into that top corner, but you know what Pickford's capable of, and it is a great save. The corner comes in towards Chop. It is headed, and it's been cleared away. Well in, get it away. That'll do. Can we break from this? It is Antonio Marin onto Arnie Meyer. Break. I can see you making your move. It's a ball over the top towards Antonio Marin. He does get the touch on it. It is Marin with the strike, and it's gone straight into the hands of Pickford. I've gone for the glory, but it hasn't come off. Here is Meyer now onto Antonio Marin. Go on, show us your skills. That's it. Still Marin. Can he finish it? He can't. I should have shot a little bit earlier. I've taken a touch too many. I just felt that it would be blocked. But we're playing really well at the minute, dominating, even in possession, which is, again, something we don't usually do. We usually allow the opposition to keep the ball, then we break when we can. But now here is Troy Parrott, help him out. Here is Brownhill with a good chance. First time, it's in! And we're a goal up in 18 and 19 minutes. And there's a great finish from that man, Josh Brownhill. We were dominating possession, as I was just mentioning. It's lovely football. It's a great assist from Troy Parrott. If he's not getting goals, I'd rather Parrott get assists as well. And that's a lovely finish from Brownhill. Get in, son. Verdi down this left-hand side. Swansea trying to keep up with him, but now it's over to Diop to try and keep Mitrovic away from the box. Well in, Diop. Absolute class there. Now, is this going to be the beginning of a counter-attack? Help him out. It is the magician. Marin, give it him back. That'll do. That's a great ball from Marin. Look at this for a counter-attack. It is Paulinho. Can he knock it across goal? For his man, surely. There we go. And Parrott is back amongst the goals. And it's yet another counter-attack of dreams. Get in, son. You can't keep Parrott away from the goals for too long, as you can see. It's another typical Parrott goal, a poacher's goal. And that is Troy Parrott's 11th goal of the season. Turn. Nicely done there. It is Meyer. And again, it is Paulinho. Can he finish this one off? Paulinho! And it's too easy. It's 3-0 right on the stroke of half time. It's absolute domination. And this has been so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Every time we go forward, we just look like we're going to score. Everton have not left their half all of this first 45 minutes. And Paulinho gets his 6th goal of the season so far. And there goes the half-time whistle. And as I've just said, this really is as simple as it looks. Every time we go forward, they seem to collapse at the back. Everton all over the place. And we're making chance after chance after chance. It is Mendes now. Mitrovic nicks it inside for Davis. A good chance for them to maybe get some kind of consolation. But Mitrovic has smashed it over the bar. It's their first chance of the entire game. But Everton have started the stronger in this second half. Get in. Well played, Vagdaman. What a class challenge that was. Get it away, Barco. That'll do. 5 minutes remaining. To be fair, Everton have been miles better in this second half. They've kept the ball well. We haven't really done too much to them to cause them too many problems, apart from the odd shot here and there. But they're holding it up down this left side. I don't know why. It's like the time wasting, but that's a good piece of play here. And he's offside. But that's pretty much all Everton have offered in this second half. Keep hold of the ball and don't really make too much with it. And there goes the full-time whistle. A really comfortable 3-0 win. As I said, in the second half, it was a lot more even. It was a bit more scrappy. Not much really going on. But all in all, a really, really good 3 points. And that man there, my favourite man on the planet, Troy Parrott, gets himself back amongst the goals. And after that resounding win against Everton, this is how the league table looks. We are still in 5th place, a point behind Manchester United, and Liverpool have dropped down considerably. It looks like they've lost their 3rd game of the season. They've lost a good 2 or 3 in the last month, which is pretty mad because they were unbeaten for so long. But it's getting tighter and tighter there. We're still 5 points behind top of the league Spurs. It's so tight in that top 5. But now we are going into the FA Cup. We are going to simulate this game and we are taking on Watford away from home. Again, it's a mixed lineup. Can we get it? Can we get the win? And we draw 1-1 and Gooch suffers what looks to be a serious injury, which really does not help, although we do have a pretty decent strength in depth with this squad at the minute. Gooch is out for 2 months, which isn't ideal, but as I say, we can mix the team around quite well. But now we will be simulating the final game of the episode in the league, the 28th of January, just before the transfer deadline day. And we are taking on Burnley away from home. So we'll simulate this one. We do have a full-strength squad, so hopefully we can win this one. And we win by 3-1. Robinson scoring off the bench. Mumba getting a goal as well. And Issa Diop scoring to make it 3-1 to the lads. So at the end of the episode, we have around 6 million, maybe 7 million if we move around the wage budget as well. So if you do have any suggestions, like I mentioned earlier, for anyone to buy, if you know of any really cheap release clauses, something like that, let me know in the comments down below. But this is how the league table looks at the end of the episode. So we are currently still in 5th. It's getting tighter and tighter and tighter because we're now 4 points behind top of the league, Manchester City. That is mad how close that is between the top 5. We do have City top of the league, Spurs in 2nd, Manchester United in 3rd, Liverpool in 4th, Sunderland in 5th, and Chelsea 7 points behind us in 6th. Now in the bottom 3, we do have Watford, Norwich and Stoke City as well. But if you have enjoyed this episode, guys, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sassy Army. But for now, you take care and stay jammy.